All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now it's November, which means that the stretch run for the National Football League is right around the corner. And as the trade deadline has already come and gone in the league, the next step is to see what free agents are available to help a team make a run at the Super Bowl title. And the biggest name that is currently on the market right now is wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. Now, after an injury plagued 2+ years with the Cleveland Browns, Beckham began to show last year why he was previously one of the game's top pass catchers during his brief time with the Los Angeles Rams. And in the postseason, Beckham was well on his way to getting a big payday, and the icing on the cake was going to be the Super Bowl. And Beckham was off to the races in the first half of that contest until a torn ACL sidelined him. And it also took away his opportunity to get that big payday. Now, Beckham has been spending the last several months rehabbing, and all signs point to him being good to go right now in order to sign with a team. But Beckham is healthy, and he's also seeking a multi year deal. Now, we know that the Los Angeles Rams attempted to bring Beckham back, but according to Beckham, the Rams lowballed him in their contract offer. How much, how many years, we don't know. But I am sure at some point that all of that information will come to the surface. But make no mistake about it, somebody is going to sign OBJ. Make no mistake about it. You think about him since 2014 when he was drafted in the first round by the New York Giants. He's gone on to have 5 years with at least 1,000 yards. You're talking about a guy who has 56 receiving touchdowns. He's still an explosive receiver. I know he has had several knee injuries. One with the Cleveland Browns and then one with the Rams. And he also had another injury with the New York Giants back in 2017, an ankle injury that limited him to just 4 games. But make no mistake about it, and I know you're probably tired of hearing me, use that term right now. But in regards to OBJ, he can still get it done. And I'm sure there's going to be some teams out there that are going to be calling him and checking him out and seeing, if he's good to go. Now, if you ask me, what teams make the most sense for him? I'm going to say the Bills. I'm going to say the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Bucks, and the 49ers. The Bills, from the standpoint that they're on the cusp of making that Super Bowl run. I mean, obviously, first and foremost, we want to see the health of Josh Allen, or what is the health of Josh Allen following his arm injury this past Sunday against the Jets. But, for the sake of argument, if Allen is healthy and you have that now stud wide receiver to put alongside Stephon Diggs, good luck trying to slow down this Bills offense. But would OBJ want to be part of the cold, and would OBJ want to go to Buffalo? We got to wait and see. In regards to Kansas City, you know what? You're playing with Patrick Mahomes, and you look at that Chiefs offense. You got Travis Kelsey, you got Miko Hardman, Juju Smith Schuster, just to name a few. And now you could slide OBJ into that mix as well. The Chiefs would definitely be tough to stop. Dallas Cowboys, you think about Beckham's career, first with the Giants, he always had or tended to have some of his biggest games against the Dallas Cowboys, especially in AT&T Stadium. And then going back to his time with the Cleveland Browns, he also balled out big against the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones, the Cowboys team owner slash president, has always liked big time stars on his team. And who better to have that big time star on the side of his helmet than one OBJ? For the Tampa Bay Bucks, I say this from the standpoint that OBJ has always had an affinity in his heart for Bucks quarterback Tom Brady that goes back to obviously earlier in Brady's career with the New England Patriots. It's one of those where the Bucks offense is struggling. They got a lot of issues right that they're trying to work out right now. Would OBJ be a part of the solution? Just for the sake of argument, we'd have to wait and see. And finally, the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are assembling so many athletes on the offensive side of the ball. We just recently saw San Francisco acquire running back Christian McCaffrey from the Carolina Panthers. You have him. You got Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle. Just imagine bringing OBJ into that mix. It's kind of like fast break basketball. And the bottom line is, who would you double? At the end of the day, who do I feel is most likely to sign Odell? I think it's going to come down to the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the 49ers. And believe it or not, I'm not going to leave Odell's old team out of this in the Giants. Odell is the type of guy, he likes to be in a big city. And he started his career off in New York. Obviously, he loved being in LA. But the bottom line is Odell wants to get paid and he wants a multi-year deal as well. So who's going to give that to him? We got to wait and see. But I'm not ruling out the Giants. I think it's a long shot just due to the fact that they don't have the most explosive offense in the world. They do have a dynamic running game this year, but they need somebody to open up that offense, and Odell could do it. Obviously, different general manager, different head coach, but you still have John Mara as one of the co-owners of the Giants, and John Mara has always had a special place in his heart for OBJ. But obviously, the numbers would have to work. Kansas City, like I said, makes a lot of sense. Dallas, with that offense, makes sense as well. And then, of course, the San Francisco 49ers. So it's going to be interesting to see who signs Odell. It's not a desperation move for his part because, number one, he's got his money, but also he has the Super Bowl championship. So he feels like he can go out there and dictate where he's going to land, and rightfully so. Or would he want to just sit out this season completely and feel like coming back healthy for next season to try to get a bigger deal? We got to wait and see. But at the end of the day, the ball is in Odell's court. I do think that he gets signed before seasons end because there are some teams that are going to be looking at their offensive situation at the receiver position and figuring, hey, you know what? We need to enhance our chances to not only get to the playoffs, but also make a Super Bowl run. So, you know what? Odell, you can call him a diva. Some people feel that he is that way, but he's going to get a lot of attention in the next couple of weeks. He's going to feel wanted by somebody. Somebody's going to make him feel special. He's going to sign on that dotted line. And if he's ready to go, I think he will definitely be an impact player in the right offense coming down the stretch here in this season. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I'm signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.